Welcome to WB Mason Postgame Extra exclusively on SNY.TV. Friday night, the Mets snapped a 4-game losing streak as they beat the Miami Marlins 4-3. Mets were down 2-1 in the sixth when Lucas Duda unloaded a 3-run homer, and the Mets were never headed.
He's a big, strong guy. Everybody expects him to hit homers, and I just expect him to drive runs in. And I think that swing tonight might get him really start him here for the last couple of weeks. But it was a big swing for us. This is a big game for us to win.
It was just a hanging curveball, and luckily, I caught enough of it to got out. It was pretty windy out there.
We were hoping that he relaxes at the plate, that he doesn't have to make up for worrying about playing defense, because we know he can play first. And here's his shot to say, hey, look, I'm gonna be a legitimate candidate. You're gonna have to think about me next year at that spot. And that's why we're hoping that here again, as we finish the season out, that Lucas does what we know he can do.
Well, Lucas Duda, who struggled all year with the men in scoring position, had to run a big long at bat, fought off a lot of tough pitches from the left-hander Brad Hand, and finally got a hanging curveball, hit it over into the Modell's Pepsi porch area, and that was a 3-run shot, giving the Mets a 4-2 lead, a lead they'd hang on to.
Andrew Brown also homered for the Mets, a second deck shot that tied the game in the second. 2 home runs, both very impressive off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton, but Jon Niese still got the win.
Well, he stayed in there. He gave up 3 runs in the 6th and the 3rd innings of work. I think the theme for John today is that he threw his curveball early and often during the game. That's why he had some success.
Find out what works. Today, the curveball worked a little bit better than it has earlier in the year, and I was able to, for the most part, throw the pitches where I wanted to today.
He used his curveball earlier than he did the other day, and I mean, we all talk about it. We all know that he's a good pitcher, and we know he's got a good cutter, and he's got a good two-seamer, but I tell you what, when he uses his curveball, he's got as complete a stuff as anybody in this league, because it is a swing and miss pitch, and when he uses it and uses it effectively, he gets outs.
It's a good feeling. I'll knock on wood. Year's not over, but yeah, it feels good, and I think the goal is to stay healthy throughout the rest of the season and go into spring training strong.
And you got to give a lot of credit to the bullpen. They were outstanding. Atchison came in, got 2 outs. Pedro Feliciano got a big out in Yelich, and I don't think I've seen Hawkins pitch a better ninth than he did tonight for his 97th save.
So the Mets take the opener of the 4-game series. Doubleheader on Saturday. The first game will be on Pix 11 starting at 4 o'clock. Daisuke Matsuzaka goes for the Mets. Second game immediately following on SNY with Carlos Torres pitching. That'll do it for WB Mason Postgame Extra. Be sure to join us after every game for exclusive coverage on SNY.TV.